Okay, I said it once, and I'll say it again. Barack Obama is showing characteristics of an extreme narcissist.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not a psychologist, but I am paying close attention to his words. I have to tell you, when a guy is so obsessed with himself, so fixated on himself, you gotta wonder if he's ever going to be effective for anybody other than himself. Okay, so he's in North Carolina. He was in North Carolina promoting his jobs bill, which is, by the way, the stimulus package too. So anyway, it's currently $447 billion. The number keeps going up. He wants to close some corporate tax breaks. He wants to reduce the itemized reductions for Americans making over $200,000 a year. Look, if the government's running $1 trillion deficit, the solution isn't to give that entity more money. Okay. Clearly, it's irresponsible at this point. There's nothing in that jobs bill, and there's parts talking about bridges and stuff. There's nothing in there about stopping the war in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq, all that military spending over there, our campaigns in Pakistan and Libya. There's nothing there about shutting down military bases we have throughout Europe and Asia and all over the world. There's nothing like that. Okay, maybe if we weren't spending so much money overseas on this empire building, we would actually have enough money to actually build schools and roads and bridges right here in America, and we wouldn't have to raise any more taxes to try to come up with that money. Just a thought. Same as the first one. First one was a failure. He said if we didn't pass the first one, the economic crisis would become a catastrophe. Those were his words. He also said the unemployment was going to go above, 8% if it didn't pass. And, well, obviously he was wrong on that account. So he was in North Carolina talking about, he said, quote, if you love me, pass my jobs bill. So that's pretty much what he said. Somebody in the crowd said, I love you. And he responded with, quote, if you love me, you got to help me pass this bill. End quote. Then he goes on to say, give me a win. Give me a break. Me. That's what you see in all these sentences. Me. Well, it's not supposed to be about him. It's supposed to be about the country, the economy. But he's so obsessed with getting reelected that he's pretty much overlooking his mistakes. He's making the same mistakes over and over again. And it's really embarrassing. And another thing, I don't want to hear anyone else try to use race to protect this guy by saying that, oh, well, people who disagree with him are racist, blah, blah, blah. This is like the people who say that you're anti-Semitic because you're questioning Israel's policies. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. It's so like the boy who cries wolf. And the problem with this stuff is that when you're claiming racism is happening, when there is no racism happening or anti-Semitism happening, when somebody really is a victim of it, people aren't going to take them as seriously as they should because so many idiots, whether it be black politicians or hardcore Zionists or whatever, using race or the Holocaust or anything, any anti-Semitism to push a political agenda. You shouldn't be using that stuff to push any type of political agenda. You shouldn't be using race like that. There are people who really are victims of anti-Semitism, real victims of racism, and the more you try to trivialize it by saying, oh, well, you disagree with this policy decision, you must be a racist, you must be that, the harder you make it on people who really are victims of that. So I find it to be really annoying, really disgusting. I really hope that this administration doesn't use race in the upcoming elections. But either way, these guys are completely controlled. He's just as inept in protecting the interests of the American people as Bush. The Republicans have shown their true colors, and they're not working in the best interests of the American people. The Democrats obviously aren't either. They both lie their butts off repeatedly. The Republicans lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. They lied about Afghanistan, and the Democrats lied about bringing the soldiers home. They ended up pushing for the same policy. So, anyway, this is how I view them. Republicans, Democrats, whatever. This new jobs bill, I just think it's just a political tool to help him get reelected. It's not going to work. But you guys tell me what you think. I think at this point, he's going to need some type of terrorist attack or a big war to really give himself a chance of winning re-election. But either way, I'm not optimistic about the other side running, Rick Perry. And let me say this about these Ron Paul people. Okay, you guys keep talking about Ron Paul this, Ron Paul that. Look, you're not gonna. I don't see how you can find a political solution for a system that is politically corrupt. It doesn't make any sense to me. But if you really do believe that we can create a change by an election, then, you have to really show people. Don't just, participate in the money bombs. It's not enough to give $20 to Ron Paul and wear a T-shirt that says "End of Fed" and think you're having a real impact. This guy's going to need more than raising money. This guy's going to need people like you guys to hit the streets, to talk to your neighbors, to talk to all of your friends about specifically why they should vote for this guy, why they should support this guy. Let me tell you something. When a Republican primary gets around your area, you should be actively involved. If you're not actively involved, then, I don't want to hear you write Ron Paul 2012. It's just really annoying if you're not really going to, if you really believe what you're saying. You should really put forth a hardcore effort. For example, if there's going to be a Republican primary in Michigan and you're in Ohio, then you should be teaming up. You should create your own organizations in Ohio, and you guys should unite with the other people in Ohio and get in vans and drive up to Michigan a week before the election or whatever, and really help spread the word. Or maybe on election day, you could help in their Get Out to Vote campaign. And these are some things you could do if you really do believe there's a political solution. I don't think there's going to be a political solution for a corrupt system. But hey, I could be wrong, and I would be interested in seeing you guys prove me wrong. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and don't forget, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Bye.